welcome to another video blog of me, the Wonder Woman. Just kidding. Anyway, we're here in Kipeilu Arena in Redi. I'm climbing today with my friend Dinja, and she's over there going to warm up already. I have a sip of coffee still. But we will also be discussing how to prepare for an expedition. I've been getting a lot of questions about this from you guys, and I actually made a Q&A on Instagram so that you guys could ask specific questions or stuff that really interests you. And I divided this whole thing into 4 categories. That's physical prep, mental prep, logistics, and packing. So I'll go warm up a little now, then we'll go climb, then we'll go explain some stuff about expeditions, and done. First part, physical prep. So basically my philosophy is that I am always ready to go on an expedition. I train in a way that whenever there is an opportunity, I can just pack my stuff and get going. I do a lot of endurance training, quite a bit of interval training, and also technical training, which is this, and strength training. So the idea is to build a buffer. So whenever you are on a mountain, speed is safety, strength is safety, technique is safety. So the bigger the buffer, the safer you basically are from a physical perspective. Part of the safety is also that you have enough energy, so it's a good idea to have some reserves when you go. So I always try to gain some weight before I go on an expedition. When you're in high altitude, you just spend so much energy, and the cold and everything, all the elements, and a lot of people don't have an appetite when they're in altitude, so it is a good idea to have some reserves. So that's the only thing I change about eating, is that I just try to get a lot of food in, like a lot. Rest is extremely important. Before going on an expedition, you will probably need a bit extra rest. Try to just calm your schedule and make sure that you're well rested when you get on the mountain. That helps with the mental prep as well. And the last thing, just make sure your body works well. Go to a chiropractor, have a massage. Those are also good things to take care of well in advance. So do it while you're training as well. Dinja's out there already warming up on the wall, and I feel like I need a bit of mental prep, so a very good time to talk about mental prep. Every day it's an opportunity to practice that, and basically when you're going on an expedition, you're kind of mentally getting prepared to suffer quite a bit, and it's kind of one of those things that I practice daily. Like if something feels very difficult, I try to find enjoyment in that. I try to find ease into the pain, ease into the suffering, ease into the discomfort, and just sit in my humanity, as my coach always says. So that's the first tip, prepare to suffer. But the second tip is that prepare to find an adventure. So what has changed in my mindset lately is that the summit is not the most important thing. It's not about just reaching summit no matter what, but it's about the adventure in between. It's the challenges, it's the exploration, it's finding the new things, it's just the enjoyment of the journey to the top. And if you make it to the summit, then that's a bonus. But always being mentally prepared also to turn back, because the ultimate form of failure is not coming back from an expedition. So always aim for the least extreme form of failure. So if that made any sense. But basically that's how I train mental prep or prepare mentally. It gives an extra boost to training. While I'm training, I'm like, yes, I'm going on an expedition. Oh yeah, now I'm starting to suffer. Now this is the cool part. And I find joy in discomfort. So practicing that is probably one of the key elements to finding that also on an expedition. Now I will go climb to, I think it's been climbing like a million. Note on logistics. Basically, the only question I got about that was how much does it cost and how do I organize it? So I always buy base camp logistics, nothing else. So this means that during the expedition, I will have meals in base camp and have someone deliver all our stuff and gear to base camp. But from there on the mountain, I'm on my own. Depending on the mountain, it costs, well, when we're talking about 8,000ers, it's about 5,000 and up from dollars. But on top of that, you always need to count if you're gonna need a guide, or if you're climbing with supplemental oxygen, if you're paying for extra services, everything. So it always does add up. And you add the flights, you add a lot of stuff. So I have to say it's not very cheap to do this, but absolutely worth it. Okay, now I'll go climb again. No people around. So when it comes to packing, it is such a broad topic that we can never ever cover it on this video. I'll make a completely separate video of that, and meanwhile you can direct message me on Instagram or comment down below if there is any packing specific questions. So keep on climbing, keep on enjoying your adventures, and I'll see you next time. I'll go back on the wall.